The PBA Scorpion Open is brought to you by Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. By Columbia 300, Columbia bowls the world over. By Bayer, try Bayer Advanced Aspirin, extra strength pain relief twice as fast as before. And by Atonic, power up your game. Patrick Allen eliminated in match 1. Dave Watka suffering the same fate in match 2. So we're down to our final 2 competitors. Sean Rash, Dom Barrett. They're standing by on the lanes with Randy.
Dom, your good friend and countryman Stuart Williams won the Viper Championship earlier. I'd like to know what advice he gave you coming into this championship match.
No, Stu's a great bowler, and we've been traveling around the world really for the last 5 or so years, longer than that. And you know, we both win tournaments, so you know, I didn't say too much to him when he was bowling good, and he hasn't said a lot to me. But if we needed each other to give one another kick up the backside, then we'll definitely do that. But when we're both bowling good, you know, we don't really need to say too much.
Thanks, Tom. Good luck.
Thanks.
Sean Rash, this isn't the first time for you being in this position. You haven't won yet on an animal pattern. What changes do you make going into this title match?
Well, long ago, Chris Barnes, Walter Ray, Parker, they said as long as you have the opportunity to win, that's all you can ask for. And you know, I'm going to go out there and make 10 great shots. I'm going to make maybe a ball change, see what we get here with a couple practice balls. But I put myself in position. That's all I can ask for, and I wouldn't ask for anything else. Thanks, Sean. Good luck.
Well, Sean knows who to turn to for advice. Some sage counseling from some of the best in the PBA history. Can Sean get off the schneid and get a win on an animal pattern? Rash, Barrett on the backside from Vegas. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, welcome you back to the World Series of Bowling. The finals of the Scorpion Open about to take place. It started with the field of 203 and then a massive cut down to 16. That was trimmed to today's final 4, and that's been reduced by 2. Dom Barrett, Sean Rash up next. Here's today's keys to victory, brought to you by the makers of Alka-Seltzer Plus Liquid Gels. Randy?
Dom Barrett, it's simple. Get up and make 10 great shots. Take your chances after that. For Sean Rash, got to control the emotion, regulate the heart rate, and take a chill pill, brother. Relax.
He should take a lesson from last year's winner, one cool customer by the name of Yang Jin Gu. We labeled him Dr. Koo. He had his troubles after putting together a 6-bagger. He seemingly lost the match here, missing a 7-pin spare in the 9th. But then fellow South Korean Jun Young Kim would turn around and 7-10 in the 10th, allowing Dr. Koo to deliver the death blow to take the Scorpion title. What a wild finish to that all-South Korean final. Young Jin-gu back again this year, didn't fare so well, finishing 111th in the Scorpion Open. So now we begin our final match, and Dom Barrett will start us off. I cranked that one.
Yeah, he's going to move in this title match, and he's really going to start applying some hit at the bottom of the swing, and you saw it there. Don't leave anything in the bag.
Sean Rash. Grew up in Alaska, moved to Wichita, now lives outside Chicago. He starts with the strike as well.
You know, which Sean Rash is going to show up in the title match? Is it going to be the one that has dominated the World Series of Bowling? Or is it going to be the one that struggles on television, missing spares, getting wild, throwing it too fast, wide right?
So had a lot of opportunities here at the World Series of Bowling to learn from his mistakes, because he's made a lot of mistakes when the lights were the brightest. There's a good start for Rash. Great start.
So much talent in this guy right here, and all he has to do is fix what's sitting right on top of his shoulders.
Now, one thing that doesn't need fixing, Randy, Sean's heart. No question, this guy wants to win.
The game's greatest expect to win, and people hate that when they hear it, you know, but You know, you listen to what Tiger Woods says every day on the golf course is, I'm here to win. Same thing with Chris Barnes and Walter Ray. Guys say it differently or show it differently with emotions, and you know, it's just the character that I am, that I voice my opinion that I want to win.
And no doubt Dom Barrett does too. Here he is in the second.
All even after 2, Rob. 4 really nice shots. 2 from each player. This guy's got a lot of talent too. Don't kid yourself.
Oh, come on, good job.
See what kind of maple moxie he has, though. Physically, you can see it.
Three in a row. There's his English mate, Stuart Williams, who won the Bear Viper earlier this season, cheering him on. Rash trying to match the opening 3-bagger of Barrett's. And he will not.
2-4.
Here we go again.
You see how it got to the spot and continued?
Let's see how he handles this. This is the first pressure moment he's really faced here today.
Miscue at the bottom of the swing. He misses the ball just a little bit so it doesn't pick up and doesn't turn left off the end of the pattern.
You can outfit yourself like the pros with official PBA jerseys that are available exclusively at PBA.com. They're made from high-performance fabric and can be customized for each person or team. Head on over to PBA.com and shop away. Good bounce-back ball from Rash.
Both players playing just inside the 5th arrow, the 26th board. They've chased the breakdown pretty good ways to the left from the opening game that we saw. Once you get that far left, you must throw the bowling ball right of the head pin if you're a right-hander. You better have some hand to make it hit.
Hambone!
Come on.
Well, he's showing you what he's made of. He gets a big opening there from Sean Rash in the 3rd frame, and he steps up and just throws a big-time shot for 4 in a row.
Now, make no mistake, Randy, this is a very big match for Dom Barrett. The prestige of winning on the PBA Tour certainly not lost on him.
It would mean a lot, you know. As an international bowler, we don't have the PBA Tour shown on ESPN at home, but we still know about it. We still know that's where the elite field is, the elite athletes of bowling. So to actually go out there and win a PBA Tour event is a dream.
Barrett pretty consistent through the course of this tournament with those numbers. Barrett looking to go perfect through 5 here in the title match. And he will. Stu watching. Could be looking at our 2nd English victory this season. Rash in a big hole. Back-to-back jacks. Sean Rash. Yeah, the Rash camp is still alive and kicking.
Just inside the rangefinder down lane. That's the ticket for Sean.
Re-rack, please.
Remember earlier, it was right on that dark board right there. Now it's just inside. Again, that is the oil breaking down, friction being created. For the players to get the ball down the lane, they must get just the inside of that.
Go!
Yes! You're not over yet! Well, it's not officially, but you better keep doing that to have a chance, because Dom Barrett's perfect.
Go!
Yes! You're not over yet!
So Rash trying to reclaim that momentum. It's been all strikes for Rash outside of that open frame in the third, and that has been the difference. Dom Barrett has been exquisite, flawless through 5.
Whoa. Almost the 4-6. Huge break. Now only a single pin spare.
All right, come on.
The rotation, the way he snaps it off of his wrist at the bottom of the swing. And
So pull jam.
First spare attempt of the title match for Barrett.
All right, yeah, come on, get in.
I truly believe that in order to win, you not only have to perform at a very high level, but you have to catch some breaks along the way. He caught a nice little mixer in the 5th for 5 in a row, and right there he goes through the nose and trips out the 4-pin late, only leaving the 6th. These are the kinds of things that add up to a victory.
Lead is at 27. We begin the 7th. Right back on the strike train. And the pressure swings back into the Rash camp. When a 9 spare is considered an opening for Sean Rash, you know it's going to be a tough hill to sled here in the title match. Looking for 4 in a row, though, is Rash. He's got himself a ham bone. 4-bagger for Rash at a time he really needed it.
And he can still strike out for 262. There's still room.
Second re-rack, please.
I like the re-racks for one reason only for Sean. It slows him down.
Lead has been trimmed to 17. You see the numbers through the course of 7 frames here. What a start by Barrett. 5 opening strikes, 9 spare, and then another strike. And that big old circled 6 in the 3rd frame for Rash. That's the difference.
Another strike here would be the equivalent of Rash sitting on Barrett's chest. Just a little pressure. This is taking a lot of time now. We're beyond taking your time, a re-rack, and then the balk, and then this is more time than I think he should be taking.
Go!
You know, there's just a point where it's overkill. It's too much. You get into a rhythm. You want to stay in that rhythm. If it's throwing a shot every minute and a half, you try to throw a shot every minute and a half. That time the delay was too long.
And when you're sitting on that delay after a certain amount of time, it's like the quarterback in the pocket. You know you got that internal clock saying, I got to get rid of it. Well, if that clock keeps ticking, then you start thinking. And that's when you get in trouble.
It's 2 left.
Well, Barrett
45 now.
working on a strike. It's a big opportunity for him to put that elbow in Rash's throat.
And he just told you the adjustment he was going to make.
Wide right of target, but again, no big damage.
Said to himself he was going to move. Another 2 left.
Last time when we went up there.
Caught a bit more hand at the bottom there, a little bit of loft, but this ball pushes just a little bit too far down the lane. Again, huge break. The 8 falls late. A single pin spare attempt is left.
They've been far from gimmies here at the World Series of Bowling. We've seen a lot of single spare whiffs. And I'm very glad I did not jinx Mr. Barrett there.
Sean Rash can still shoot 241. Dom Barrett is at 239 right now.
Next week, we are in New Jersey, North Brunswick, at the Brunswick Zone Carolier Live, the 69th edition of the U.S. Open. Coverage begins at 3 Eastern on ESPN next Sunday. Always look forward to the U.S. Open.
45. Come on, good shot. It's the lane. Come on.
We begin the 9th.
Lucky.
Left of target down lane.
Minimal damage.
Minimal damage.
All right, come on.
That's really all he needs to do right now.
Still gives Sean Rash life. Again, max score for Rash 241. Dom Barrett with a spare here. Strike spare in the 10th. Shoots 238. It's up to Rash now.
Yeah, let's see what he's got in his tank.
If he strikes out 9th and 10th, he will force Barrett to double in the 10th frame.
Rash has been all strikes except for the open frame in the 3rd and the 9 spare in the 8th. Head drops. Body language tells you that was a punishing blow.
It's a good shot, just a little firm, soft 10. And now he's going to need help. Spare here strikes out 230. Dom Barrett would just need any kind of mark. Anything less than a strike on this ball, and Dom Barrett will win.
One good one. One at a time.
And Dom has it. Smiles on the Barrett camp. Anguish from Team Rash. And there's your Scorpion champion. Another English title here in Vegas, and it's another strike. Why not? What a wonderful show from Dom Barrett. Sean Rash can only sit and stare and chew on another second place finish.
Yeah! Thanks, mate. Good luck. Good luck.
And another title will head back to England.
Thanks for your help.
Randy standing by with our runner-up, Sean Rash.
Sean, I know this must be tough for you. We appreciate you talking with us. What happened in the title match?
Well, just got off to a good start. The third shot there, I just spun it a little bit. It just went right through the mid lane. And, we both just kept chasing it in. Unfortunately, in the 8th, I left the 4-pin, which could have really put a little pressure on him. And then I threw the one in the 9th good and just left the flat 10. And I made the move in the 10th. I big forward and basically hand-wrapped it to him. But Dom bowled a great game there. It's, like I said in the beginning, you got to put yourself in a position to win, and that's what I did. And I'm going to learn from it and keep getting better, and I'm going to have a lot more opportunities in my career to have a chance to win, and I like where I'm at.
Thanks for talking with us, Sean. Appreciate it.
Rash with the 204, but Dom Barrett was a beast in the title match at 247. We'll hear from the champ when we return. The PBA Scorpion Open is brought to you by Alka-Seltzer Plus. Alka-Seltzer Plus liquid gels provide more complete cold relief than NyQuil. By Track, evolutionary, revolutionary. By Jack Links, Jack Links beef jerky, feed your wild side. And by Storm, bowlers serving bowlers. Storm is the bowlers company. Dom Barrett tamed the Scorpion here in Las Vegas, and like the rest of the winners at the World Series of Bowling, will be seeded directly into match play at the season-ending Tournament of Champions. Time now for our Geico Championship recap. Hoss, the southpaw, Patrick Allen. Wasn't to be, 173. Take your bags and your balls and head on home. Match number 2, Dave Wadka struggled. Made it interesting, gave us great theater, but a 164 far short of Barrett and Rash, so he was eliminated in match 2. Title match. Dom Barrett, opening 5-bagger. Had 8 total, 247, 204 over Sean Rash, and we sent it downstairs to 2 guys who know how to sing God Save the Queen. Randy?
Thanks, Rob. Another masterful performance by an Englishman, and this time it's Dom Barrett. Dom, I think the strategy that you used in the title match was very unique. Talk about that.
Well, I bowled with Sean earlier in the tournament, and I know how fast, from experience then, how fast he changes the lanes, and he really tries out the fronts, and especially with these lights as well on the TV lanes. I was expecting it to be fairly fast, but I was basically moving the board every shot in the final.
I got to ask your best friend here, Stuart, who has won already the Viper Championship. Stuart, how would you critique Dom's performance?
Well, in the final, he was definitely 10 out of 10. We had a few worried moments in the crowd the first couple of games, but he got through, and that was the main thing.
Can you describe what this feels like?
It's unbelievable. I've won quite a few events abroad, but to actually come on the PBA, it's the best tour, the best bowlers in the world, and to win one of your guys' titles feels amazing. Happiest day.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Dom Barrett methodically moved up, improved his scores every game, a 207, then a 214, and in the title game, he saved his best for last with a 247. Up next, we pack our bags and head to Jersey for the 69th edition of the